Hello and welcome to today's painting session. Today we're going to be painting fantastic little tree frog, cosmic little tree frog. We'll see how it comes out, and yeah, just going to take a sip of tea. I'm going to be using golden open paints today. And give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm gonna start by sketching in this tree frog here. Just a really loose sketch to begin with. Okay, I've got a reference photo on my computer again. It seems that I never really learned to print it before I go to paint it. I'm just gonna do kind of like a skeleton sketch with chalk, because chalk is a lot easier to erase than a pencil. So I'm just looking at the reference points here. And trying to make this as accurate as possible. See, it's so easy to erase chalk. Just if you have actually wet paper towel. I don't know why I broke it. Just really so much easier than having to erase pencil stuff that you learn. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start to fill in around the skeleton. Of course, drawing with chalk is not very accurate, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, it just has to be a loose sketch. it's a good sketch, starting sketch. Oh, hang on. Still have a little bit of hand over here. All right. All right. I think this is a good start. Let's see, what brushes am I going to use to make a nice cosmic background? There we go. All right. I'm going to start with a little bit of black. Gonna grab some sap green. I want our background or this cosmic scene to be a little bit greenish because, you know, to complement the frog. Greenish, maybe blue too. Yeah, let's add a touch of blue in there. I want the edges to be a little bit darker. More green, making sure that I'm mixing enough paint, because then all we'll be doing is just mixing paint. Okay. Instantly, this brush has some stiff bristles at the top, some dried up paint. I'm gonna put it away. No, not in my tea though. No, thank you. This is pretty stiff too, but it's okay. Mixing some more. Oh, excuse me. It's the season over here for sneezes and stuffed noses. I'm gonna start adding some more blue into the mix. Make it a little more turquoisey, not turquoisey, tealish. Adding some more green back in there. And more white. Maybe, let's add some yellow. And then going with the blue and the white and just continuing this mixture. Hey Ruta, how are you doing today? I love that dragon orgonite, very beautiful, that you posted on Instagram. Very pretty. Adding some clouds, cosmic clouds. me grab a smaller brush. And grab some blue and white and just mix it in that greenish mixture here. What a beautiful coincidence. I will refine those eyes later, no worries. Okay, Louis. I'm here. Cool. I'll see you soon. Discord is already open on my end. I didn't want to bother you, but I knew you'd get there when you can. Thanks. Thanks, Louis. Stop writing, stop typing, and focus on driving. Alright, we all know male brains can't multitask very efficiently. Thinking of adding some reds in the sky too, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's try to smooth this all out a little bit. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can. Need a soft brush, not a stiff. Ah, this is perfect. We could use a little bit more paint. Let's add some of the blue back in. Just wanna get rid of some of these. Well, I can see the canvas, the bare canvas through the paint, and just can't have that. Excuse me. Okay, adding some of the white. It's time for my smaller brush. The beauty of this acrylic paint is that it doesn't dry as fast, so you can, it has a longer window of blending. It stays wet a little bit longer, but not too wet, you know, not too long. It's already starting to tack up. So you can't really blend like this so much as you can blend wet on wet, more like wet on wet. But look, it still kind of blends if you just tap. You don't try to move the paint, you just kind of mix it with the brush. And this erases a lot of those strokes. It's not bad. And you can bring some of that green back in. Okay, now it's the fun part. You ready for the fun part? If I can find my tool. Ah, here it is. My toothbrush. Now this water that I have here is a bit yellowish, but it's okay. It's okay if it's yellow, just a little bit, because the stars don't need to be pure white. So I just dipped it in water, and then a little bit of white, and then a little bit more water. I want this paint to be very loose, kind of like almost as thin as milk, almost as thin as whole milk. And then just flick, in some stars in here. More stars around the middle area where there will be, where it's a little lighter. And their instant cosmic sky. Beautiful. And my finger is white now. Okay. All right, let's see. Make a small, very thin brush. Very thin brush, and just want to go in some white, and some of these stars could be made a little bit bigger. There's a lot of water in that one. Okay, let's make some other shining stars. Of course, we can do this after too. The stars have to be done before painting the frog, otherwise you get starry frog, which I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. Just a few stars. We don't need to go too crazy. And let's do another. Let's do some over here. Just pull from the center. Okay. Now, we can't avoid it anymore. We gotta paint the frog, which is what we enrolled for today. Let me grab a small brush. I'm gonna start with the green. Pretty small brush. Okay, yellow, sap green. Let's see what we get. Definitely white. And maybe, actually that is a very nice color. I want to add just a touch of blue. I want to have a little bit of sky inside the frog too. So it's gonna be a pretty limited palette. Well, not that limited. Just greens and blues, and then the eyes are gonna be red or white. More white. Okay, let's see. Oh, thanks, Louis. I just saw your second message. Your second, yes, comment about Discord. Getting a little yellower towards the yellower and lighter towards the tip of the tail, tip of the back. You know. Hey, Miss W. Hello, welcome. How's the weather in Santa Cruz, California? Probably very nice. It's freezing over here in Pennsylvania. It is freezing and very windy. But it's okay, it's sunny. Can't complain. Adding a touch of black to that arm there. Looks to be in the shade. Well, everything here is gonna get a lot more detail. This is just the first pass with a just kind of like the blocking in phase. Need to darken it just a little bit. And then just take it little by little here. Thank you very much. I'm glad you do. Do you paint? You do art as well? Let's do black and oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm very happy to hear that. How did it go? What did you paint? Makes me happy to hear. Pikachu ocean scene for a gas station. Oh, cool. Commission. That's awesome. It's really cool. Yeah, they're so. It's not a big commitment for garage doors. It's pretty easy to personalize something with a garage door. It's not a big. They're not huge. They can be painted over. Oh, just like anything else. I don't know when I'll be painting over my garage door this time, because I really like the raven. We'll see. We'll see. It was free. Okay. Still very good. Still very good. Oh, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. Okay, let's do the yellow parts now, because they're next to the green parts. Let's do the yellow. I'm gonna add a touch of white just to make it a little more opaque. Alright. Still got green on my paintbrush. Thank you, Miss W. You too. Keep on painting, keep on creating. blue. Grab some phthalo blue and a touch of black. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. And let's see, blue and black. It's a lot more blue and black in the creases. It's a lot more dark in the creases right here. Okay. Let's see if we can blend those really softly. I think I might just use this tiny little brush to blend. Oops. It was a bit too much water. Just to make these edges a little softer here between the blue and the yellow. That already looks a lot better. My brush is splitting. All right, and then let's mix a lighter blue without so much black, just blue and white. I'm just mixing it in the same pile as I had before, maybe more white. Okay. lighter blue with a smaller brush, just white. Just white and blue this time. Um, let's do the orange of the feet now. Red and black and a little bit of yellow. A little bit more yellow. And white. And a little bit more yellow. A little bit more red and more yellow. Let's see, a little more red. Okay, more red. And maybe a touch of white. I'm just gonna block them in to begin with, and then I'm gonna add all the highlights and all the details. Kind of blend the edges in so that it doesn't look like it's a paint by numbers. Haha, Andy. Here's your tree frog, Andy. By request. Thanks. Glad you like it. Thank you for the request. I was thinking last night, well, I was thinking throughout the week too, what am I gonna paint this Friday? And I was thinking, oh, I should practice the acrylic painting for the workshop. And then I realized that I didn't print out the page that would help me to paint it. And then I thought, you know what, I'll just do that next weekend, and today maybe I can do the tree frog that I promised. I'm really glad you could make it. Well, it would have been here for after, you know? You could always watch it after, but it's always more fun to see it while it's painted live. Yeah, it's not the same as the chats. I think Lewis is on the way too. We're planning on doing a double stream like the good old days. Haven't done that in a while. Got a message from my daughter. It's okay. She just asked me if she can stay after school to help plan for a coffee house party. All right. Very eager to help out. Other people do things, but not at home. When it comes to helping at home, there's always an excuse. Nah, she does help if I put the fork at her throat. How many kids do you have, Andy? I assume it's multiple. To which I'm sorry to hear that. 4. Oh my god! Wow! Old kids! My daughter's 15 too. Wow. You have good ages though, good ages. Promising ages. 2 are bonus kids. Ah, okay. The oldest is pregnant. Holy moly, Andy. What the heck? Yikes. Well, you're gonna be one cool grandma. Yay! That's cool though. It's good. Can't complain as long as they're all healthy and happy. Happiness and harmony, right? That's what counts with children. Happiness and harmony. It's a bit too bright. Adding a little bit of black and yellow to that red to make it a little bit less saturated. Okay. I see. That's cool though. A house full of different ideas and ages. It must be fun. Yeah, I wouldn't know about boys. I have a girl. Have a girl. One and done, that's my motto. One is enough. If she's gonna be like me, she's gonna be enough. And she is. She is worse than me. I do have fur babies. Yeah, one of them is not doing so great at the moment, unfortunately. Sometimes I worry about him, but what can you do? Nature takes its course, right? As sad as it is. Yeah, I hope he'll be okay. He is old-ish, not terribly old. He's about, we don't know for sure, 10, 11, 12, we don't know, because we got him we adopted him, and in the past couple of years he's had about 3 hip dislocations, and we took him to the vet every time, to the hospital, emergency hospital, and every time we took him, it just righted itself. The leg went back in right. We put him on the table and his leg was okay. It's like, what the heck, dude? And you know how expensive these visits get. It's like $500 a pop for basically, you know, they took an x-ray and they said, well, everything looks right. But it took him a while to recover every single time, and now, you know, he's even older, and the third or fourth time happening, it's just taking forever to heal, and it just hurts so much to see him suffer. I know what you mean. It's just, this time we didn't take him, and he's still limping. but it doesn't seem to be hurting as much as it did. We'll see what happens. You know, yeah, I feel so bad for him. He's such a good dog. He just is not the brightest dog, you know? He did it to himself this time. It took him back inside from, you know, going out to, I need to lift that eye a little bit, I think. Brought him inside, and before I got the chance to take off my shoes and my jacket, you know, he just runs towards me so excitedly to get his treat. He's like doing his little run around, and he twirls and spins and dances, and he freaking slid and he fell right on the hip. And then, my gosh, the screams, you just don't want to hear those screams. It's just gut-wrenching is what it is. But let's not talk about that anymore. He's not bright, and he'll live as long as he's got days. What can I say? I love him so much. It's gonna really hurt when he's not gonna be around. So I'm trying not to think about it, although my husband's like, well, you know, he doesn't have a lot more in him. I'm like, stop talking like that. Why would you say that? Of course he's gonna live forever. He's gonna live at least as long as I'm gonna live. Then I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't want to make that pact, because I don't want to say that. Yeah, men are just so matter of fact. It's like, this is it, babe, you better deal with it. It's like, that's what we're doing nowadays, we're dealing with things. Oh, thanks. Still got a bunch to go. Yeah, they're just heartless little bastards, aren't they? They just have no consideration for feelings. They're so realistic. Men are men. Actually, let me take you a little bit closer. There we go. We do love them. We love them very much. They keep us grounded sometimes. Want to beat them. Zoom in here. This frog has got a lot of freckles. Its nose is a little more brownish, I think. I don't know, it's got an off color to it. Hey, Lewis, are you there? Are you there? Do you want me to hop in Discord? All right, I'll be right back. Never mind. I jumped the gun too quickly. All right, no worries, no worries. I thought you said yep to the Discord thing. Okay, let us resume. It's one lucky man, your dad. You're so kind for taking care of him. I know it's the right thing to do, you know. I just know that not a lot of people would actually do the right thing. Which is why, yeah. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. Froggy. I'm sorry, Froggy. It's Andy, Lewis. Yeah, that's what matters. I think Andy's part of the Discord group, actually. Sadly, I don't really visit much the Discord group. I do feel bad about it, but I just don't have the time. Just don't have the time. Let me just fill this bit in. Yeah, that's the one. It's the suck it one. I'm not 100% sure what this frog is doing in space as such. Initially I was thinking of putting it on a rock or something, like a space rock, an asteroid, but I just don't know. Or I was even thinking of putting it on like a rainy, like a misty glass. Say it's on a window. Maybe he's on a trip. He's just floating uncontrollably. That's the word. English. Grant Whitman. Hello. I thought maybe you guys know each other. I don't know. Could be a funny coincidence. Yes, which could always be a little bit of an embarrassing moment. I know I have them quite a bit. Not a lot, just the normal amount. Just a normal amount of forgetting people. You're good with names and faces and people? I'm good, short term. Talking on the phone, for example, I can remember a person's name. They say that's their name. I'll remember it to the end of the conversation. But once I hang up that phone, I forget it. Because it's no longer useful. Sometimes. And I do make an effort, though. I do make an effort. I try. Ah, cool. Part of the group. Yes, they are good. Been thinking lately about acrylic paint pouring and you know, the value of it. Is it even real art? You know, I've been thinking about it, and because I do enjoy doing it. It's just it's fun to do, and I love the discovery. You know, I love the surprise at the end. But I think for me, and some of them are to just come out really nice, and they could be a form of art on their own accord, but I think a lot of them need something else. It's like they are a great background for like a good springboard for something else. Yes, exactly. Like I pour something and then it makes me think of something, and then I bring to life that something. So I think there's a lot of potential in abstract art. And some art just makes you, even abstract art, sometimes it makes you think of something or evokes certain feelings. Yeah. If I had more time, I would have painted more, but I don't know. I don't know why I felt rushed. It was just the holidays and everything, and I wanted to send it to you. I think I had other things on my agenda at the moment. It's nearing, yeah. They are busy times. Alright, let's see. Let's do that pupil. Just some black paint on this very, very thin brush. Putting some shadow on the eye. It's already starting to look much better. You know, my actually my shoulders are getting a workout at the moment, to tell you the truth. I am kind of slightly laying it on the easel to make it a little bit easier, but yeah, it's difficult to hold it like that. Sometimes I hold it on the other hand. It is a workout, which is good because my VR device broke. I don't know what the heck. It stopped working. So I haven't been getting my workouts in almost a week. And I don't like that very much. I don't like it. I have a lot of too much pent up energy at the moment. If I don't get my workouts in, I get a bit tetchy. Ah. A pole. Right. You have to do something, because they're there. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do all those little or what the heck, let's do them since they're there, the freckles or whatever. Let's just put some freckles on this. It's got some spots. I don't know, age spots, sun spots. Yeah, a lot of people get that. A lot of people get that. Thankfully, I'm okay with the VR. It's just needs to be working. It's got some stuff on the bottom of the chin. It looks like maybe it's dirt. That's what it is. It's a dirty frog. It's cosmic dirt. Ah! You have one tattooed on your back. Cool. I don't have any back tattoos. Not a dirty one. Ah, nice. That's a good symbol to have. I wonder what that is. I only have a scalp tattoo actually on the back of my head. And an arm tattoo and then a leg tattoo. Two of which I did myself in preparation, you know, to practice tattooing so I can tattoo my husband. Because my husband is the tattoo aficionado, the tattoo enthusiast, at least he used to be. And back in the day, he wanted me to give him tattoos. He actually bought a tattoo machine, and I got skins and I practiced. And there's only so much you can practice on skins. It's just doesn't feel like skin. I needed to experience what it is, how deep I needed to go with a needle and everything. So I tattooed myself. Did the self-portrait of my daughter when she was 2. She did a little self-portrait of herself. It's very, very childish, and now when I look at it, you know, it's one of those tattoos that you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't have. But it seemed like a good idea at the time. It's It's like, oh, so sweet. You tattooed on yourself? Wow. That is interesting. It's like, yeah, and then I did one tattoo for him. Did I tattoo him once or two? I don't remember if I gave him one or two. I think it was two. One on his arm and one on his leg. So he likes them. He still likes them. Yeah. That sounds very tedious and very time consuming. The only thing that all just detracted me from keep doing it, you know, is I've always been kind of afraid of infection. You know, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so I'm always just worried about germs and getting infections, like skin infections. And that's the only reason why I didn't stick with it, because I could have done more and learned how to properly do it and stuff. But I don't know. I just never got over that. I never got over the fear of. I never got an infection from my tattooing, but the fear never left. Yeah. Well, I know, because I also used everything sterile, but you never can tell, you know, what if it's something in the paper towels or something in the air, you know, because we were living in my parents-in-law basement, so I never, you know, like germs are in the air, they're everywhere. Don't get me started with germs. Even if I just sit around, you know, not touching anything for a couple hours, after a couple hours of not touching anything, my hands will still feel dirty from just being. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't think everything is as dirty as I always think it is. I'm a little bit, I don't know. Maybe sometimes I take things a little too far. And then yeah, it is. As long as it doesn't impede with your everyday life. It's good. I think it is. It's a very good self-preservation tool. I should have used different brush. sap green and a little bit of black. Just giving this leg a little bit of three-dimensionality. A little bit of shape. Oh, got paint on me. Let's do it on this hand. Actually, it's a little bit brown and dark. Brown and dark. Okay, let's see. That leg has a little bit of shadow on the bottom. Oh, happy birthday to somebody. Whose birthday was it? What kind of cake, most importantly? Ah, ooh, yum. Triple fudge cake. Chocolate, I assume. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Chocolate. Oh, you hate chocolate? And yet you went to get a slice. Then maybe you don't hate it as much as you think you do. I love chocolate. Just like any other sane person. Oh, you cut it up for the 8-year-old boy. I also had some cake before the stream. Didn't eat. I made some Romanian apple cake. This for the New Year party. We finally hosted. We don't host very often, but we had some of our friends over, and I made some Romanian apple cake, and it came out really delicious, like always. And I just had a couple pieces right before the stream. I also made some really nice brownies shaped like a pine cone, I don't know. Maybe you know them. Cake is a good breakfast. Yeah. They're viral just because they are very popular at the moment. Pine cone brownies. They look really nice. They look so festive, and they are delicious. Do you know pine cone brownies? Yeah, so you make. Um, I could go and bring one. If you want, I will. But basically, you make the brownies. Yeah, just Google it. They probably look better than mine. Um, you take the brownies and you cut them up, in the pieces, and then you shape them. Do you want me to bring one? I'll show you how it looks. And then you shape it with your hands to look like a cone, and then you stick almond halves or almond slices. Hang on, I'm coming. Okay, mine aren't as perfect as the ones that you see out there on the internet, okay? But it's kind of like this. It's supposed to look like a pine cone, basically, You stick the almonds in it, and then you pour chocolate on top. And then you dust it with white sugar, powdered sugar. There you go. Pine cone brownies. They're very, very good. Just imagine chocolate brownies with with almonds and then more chocolate on top. I mean, you probably won't like them because it's all like chocolate. Yeah, right. Yuck. Who wants chocolate? Chocolate is like so last year, like so last decade. Hang on. However, if you like apples, look up, well, it's either apple cake or apple pie. It's kind of like, a layered thing with apples inside. It's very good. I don't like a lot of things that are not chocolate, but I like that. It's kind of like the opposite of you. Yeah, it is pretty good. Okay. You're a fruit? yes, there is another sucker in there, another toe, but it's stuck in the shadow. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's work on the toes a little bit. Let's add some highlights. Making a little bit more color because I'm running out. Then white. I think this could go a bit up. I should thin that one out a little bit. That toe is a bit too thick. Hey Jamie, how are you doing today? How are you doing? A long time no see. Getting my arsenal of small brushes here. Space frog. Yeah, I think we all have a little cold. Yeah, I've been pretty good, you know, good. It's all good. Just trying to navigate this game called life. Otherwise good. Trying to keep our head over the water. Just navigating colds and stuff and trying to figure out life. To which you say, life, don't talk to me about life. That's where we are. That's where we're at. Yeah, me too. It's been so long. It's been so long. It just feels like a long time since we all, you know, chatted and stuff. Yeah. Nah. Well, it's good to have you here anyway. I don't know. I was saying to myself and to other people that I might change my schedule to be either on a Thursday. Well, I think that's what it was. One of my friends can not make it only on a Thursday, which is his day off, and I said, "Oh, I'll try to do a Thursday because it." But I don't know. I just got so used to doing it on Friday that changing the routine does not seem as easy as I thought it would. You know, it's like changing routines is weirdly difficult. Wow. Right, you are studying for. Remind me for what you're studying, Jamie? Still really exciting to be studying and learning new things. Ah, early childhood education. That's a good one. Assistant director qualified. Cool. Seems very serious, like really grown up stuff. Yeah, well, you're gonna be 40 anyway, and you might not have finished, so good for you for starting it. I'm gonna be 40 this year. It's unfathomable. That is without fathom. How did I get here? How did I get here? I don't even know, but it's just weird how life just happens. Isn't it? Etche, 14 years ago? Early childhood education. Ah, okay. Hard work and determination. Well, that's still a good thing, Andy. It's still good. that is okay. Yeah. You keep plugging at it and it'll happen. I mean, you're gonna make it happen, that is. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's, you know, that's sometimes how it happens. Sometimes you just do it at the last moment. Yeah. Good on you, Jamie, for going through school at this age. It's not easy doing school when you're a grown up. I still have nightmares about being back in school. Oh my god. They're the worst dreams ever. Psychology and sociology. Oh, that is, I really love psychology a lot. Wanted to be a psychologist when I was a kid, but alas, life had different things in mind for me. I'm still very passionate about psychology though. I'll psychoanalyze anyone in a room. Just watch out, world. It's dangerous. Oh, a forensic psychologist. I just wanted to be a regular, you know, like a regular psychologist. Mainly because I thought that there's stuff wrong with my mind. So I thought that by studying psychology that would help me figure out my own mind. It's just a fascinating thing, the mind and how it works, you know. And I think it's so helpful to have a little grasp of psychology when you're dealing with people, you know, in society. And sociology is also very helpful. I mean, it's one of the most important things, I would say. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Right, right. That's tricky, Jamie. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to say. I wouldn't know even how to pick that one up. So what theory or theorist did you choose? Oh gosh. Why did you do that? Oh. You could have changed, right? Oh, wow. Right. How in the world do they not have a good, uh, good documentation on Montessori? I mean, it's a very, very popular way of education. It's, mm, I'm confused. I mean, I'm surprised that you didn't find a lot of information on her. Oh, Andy picked Maria Montessori. Yuri Bronfer Bronfenbrenner. Right, right. Oh no, no. Please. You're part of the conversation. You guys have the same color. It's like, I don't know, is it all? I thought people have had different colors for their, yeah. That's why I didn't realize it was another person talking. Yeah. Alright. Close to that. Yeah, it's all gray. That's a good one. It's a good grade, yeah. What's his quote? Well, that makes sense. I wouldn't know that it would be any other way. Of course. Just makes good sense. Right. It's a good quote. Okay, let's see. I think the blue needs to be a little more vibrant. Ah. That's a good one. Thanks, Andy. I gotta say, I admire you ladies for being so much into kids. I never really did get very involved with kids. Even when I was a kid, I never really liked kids. Very much. It always kind of freaked me out. Now I have my own kid and I kind of know how to behave around her and with her, but other people's kids are a mystery for me. No, well, yeah, I could just leave it at that. Kids are difficult. Well, yeah, you know, I totally understand hugs, smiling, you know, happiness and harmony and all that. But once the hugs are gone and the smiles are gone, you know, what are you left with is what I want to know. Oh, it's funny, Jamie. Right. Well, that's the thing. Kids gotta be disciplined. You can't just let kids run amok. They have absolutely no boundaries. We have to set the boundaries for them. Which is, you know, what I don't like. Doesn't get told no at home. Yeah. that's the thing. I think we are a society that is afraid of confrontation and afraid to tell kids no. I was so proud of myself the other day when I actually had a meaningful conversation with my daughter, even though I know it would be a very touchy subject and I would probably make her uncomfortable and upset, but I'm like, I gotta have this conversation because it's my freaking job as a parent. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my daughter was never kind of the kind of person, the kind of kid to have tantrums and stuff like that. She's always been a good kid, but now she's a teenager and she's all rebellious and I feel like she's just learning a lot of nasty stuff at school. I had to set the record straight. I'm like, look, this world is crazy, but truth matters and words matter, and I know it's easy to go with the flow and to just do and say what everybody else does and says, but you have to think whether it's true or even helpful. Does it even matter? In the grand scheme of things, these small little details that we obsess over, some they don't even matter. They're just such distractions from what really matters. So, it's difficult, but I had to have like a mental preparation. Every time I talk to her, I have to prepare myself mentally to have a conversation. Right? Vapes and sex. Ooh. That's good that she's asking though. Good. You're a good mom, Jamie, and your daughter looks like such a nice kid. She looks like a good child that is, not the rebellious kind, not the kind of that throws tantrums. She looks like she's a good kid. If you can judge a kid from a picture, I don't know if you can, but if you can. Yeah. Exactly, Andy. I know. I agree with that. Right, well, I don't know if that's really gonna happen. Even if that doesn't happen, the sharing thing with their friends, it's still my job to, to start the difficult conversations. Because I don't think, every kid is different, and I don't think all the kids will initiate an uncomfortable conversation, especially why would they? They think they know everything. They think they know every freaking thing. That's the damn truth. Yeah, I know. I do that too. She tries to be a comedian. Aw. How old is she, Jamie? She's still... How old is she? I was gonna say she must be still younger than 15, but she might be 15? 15 in March. Yeah, 15 is still not as scary. Well, it still can start to be scary at 15. My daughter's gonna be 16 in a few weeks. January 25. Wow. Driver's education. That's fun though. My husband's been taking my daughter to the gas station parking lot to drive. She'll be okay. The 15 one? Yeah. Yeah. That has happened to us several times, and like my daughter's with the iPad. I think it's the worst decision I ever. Posting provocative videos. Oh no. Like, how provocative? On what? On YouTube? Or on what? That is scary. Yeah, that is scary. TikTok. Oof. Yeah, well, my daughter was freaky with TikTok too. It's just such a bad platform for kids to be on. Third time in 2 years. Yeah. So we just. Yeah, that's good, Jamie. We revoked her rights to TikTok. We said no more TikTok. So we said, we took the TikTok away because she's still using her iPad, presumably for Procreate, for drawing. I think it's just a pretend, but yeah. And then my daughter had a meltdown about every time she does something, it feels like I take away I put another limit on her iPad, like I put another time limit, or I take something away, or something. A kid snorting crushed Smarties. Wow. Jamie, okay, fine. She hit it. Yeah, that's the conversation that I had with my daughter yesterday, because every now and then I go to her phone, I go to her iPad, and I look through whatever she does on Pinterest, because presumably she needs Pinterest to get reference photos, anatomical poses and stuff. And for the most part, that's what she gets. But every now and then I see some, sexual stuff and some other, just nasty things that I wouldn't even bring into polite conversation with somebody, Like, even in polite conversation, it would be inappropriate to bring to a table conversation. So I said, well, I just told you guys what I said. We had the conversation. I don't know how much she took out of it, but it can't be left unsaid, and it can't be left at this. I need to keep doing it. Her friend sold her out? Wow. It's difficult with kids, man. Yes, they do. Oh my god. That is hilarious. I love it. Right. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Perverted old man. You know, sometimes I wonder when I find all these things, I'm like, oh, it's so sad in a way that I can find them out. I'm like, I just wish she was smarter, that she wouldn't get caught. Sometimes a part of me wishes that she was a little bit more clever, but a part of me is happy that she's not a little clever, because then I can help her. But yeah, that's scary. Like, I know that, you know, the things that they share in school and, you know, is nasty and, right? The thing that she learns from her friends sometimes I'm not happy about at all. Um, but I'll take that stuff over anything that she can find online, because that stuff is just unlimited. There's so much nasty stuff that they can have access to, like no limit to the perversion that is online. And I said, you know, I don't mind you. I know that, you know, teenagers are like these animals in heat. It's just animals in heat. That's what they are. It's like horny little animals. And it's okay, because I remember being young. Like, I remember being horny a long time ago. But and I don't mind her romanticizing and daydreaming and, you know, stuff in her mind. I don't mind. But learning from grown-ups and who knows what she finds online, that's just wrong. I don't mind what her imagination can think of, but not like internet is scary. It's not safe. Yeah. Well, in a way that is good, Jamie, because sometimes those kind of people don't even go for that kind of stuff. Like, they're a little bit more grounded. So there you go. See, like the clever kids don't bother themselves so much. I'm not saying that my daughter's not clever. I'm just saying that different kids have different priorities. Yeah. Okay, let's give these bumps a little bit of a shadow. And like you said, Andy, girls are different than boys. Girls are a lot more prone to social contagion, to contagion from their friends. You know, it's the girls who always go with these trends and like hysteria, mass hysteria. The boys are a little less, I think, in a way. Games, food, sleep, and his schoolwork. That's good. I mean, games now I'm thinking is not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. There could be so much worse things than games. Pretty innocuous things, really. Wow. That's amazing though. I'm sure you're so proud and happy about it. That's really good. You know, if they can earn money by doing the right thing, then it's good. It gives them a good, you know, discipline and focus. That's amazing. What a better place for the money to go, you know, for your kids. Besides, I'm sure that John is giving them the money, right? Yeah, right. All right, let's see. Oh. We put a planet somewhere. Planet. He saves his money. Oh, that's so good. Let's do a planet. A blue-green planet or a orangey planet? Orange or blue? One of the two. Frugality. That's good. Orangey, okay. I was mixing up the blue-green. Okay, orange. Red and yellow. I think that's all right. Let's see if I can cheat a little bit. How big do I want this planet to be? Kind of like this. Okay. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Not cheat, just use my resources. Let me just get... Oh, man. I got paint on me again. I'll just use this one. I have this difficulty to make perfectly round. So what I'm gonna do is just do this on the rim of the let's see. Right here. That totally didn't work. Let's try again with more paint. Is this lid bent or something? Let's try again. There we go. That worked. Let's see. What books? Of Mice and Men, To Kill a Mockingbird. Haha. Thank you for your tip, Andy. I was afraid that it's gonna move, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Let's get. I know I said orange, and I will make it orange. I just want to make the dark first. It's gonna need a shadow color. We get it in the end. Takes a little longer for some of us to get it. This is just for fun. Andy asked me, well, I asked if anybody has anything that they want me to paint next, and Andy said a tree frog. I love tree frogs, and I said okay. So I made a tree frog. Ah, that is too kind of you to say. Thank you. Will it have rings? Well, I guess it's gonna need some rings now. It could have rings, sure, it could have rings. I'll give it some rings. Let's make that side a little bit lighter. Oh, yeah, that would be nice to have you in class. I do wanna. I've been working on. I mean, mentally, I've been working for it for a couple of years, but actually working on it just for a couple of months on a online acrylic painting, kind of like class, workshop sort of situation. You know, so that I can tell those people who want beginner classes in the studio that I have something online that they can take first, because I don't want to keep teaching basic things, like too basic, you know, because I have some students that want to keep going with me, and they're happy to just paint whatever, but I feel like I don't want to hold them back from learning more things. I like to learn to do something a little. Basically, I'm tired of people complaining that it's too difficult. But you know, it takes a lot of stamina to do a really good painting. It takes a lot of just grit and stamina, and sometimes beginners don't have that, and even the smallest things, they get disillusioned or disappointed that their painting doesn't look great, but it just needs more work, and that's the thing. And I don't want them to, well, I can't help how everybody feels, but you know what I mean. I want everybody to be happy. And you know, you can't make people happy. You just can't make people happy. I dropped my paintbrush again. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is a lot more fun than if it was just me. See, I've been painting for 3 hours now. Generally, I get a bit tired. Well, I am a little bit tired, but I am still doing the planet. If there's no one here, then I guess I get a bit bored and hungry. I get hungry. Although sometimes it's just an excuse to stop painting. Yeah, I'm not actually hungry. Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Andy. I'm glad. That's why I do it. I figured somebody's gonna enjoy this, and it's Andy. Put a little bit of this blue highlight on this side. Yeah, I do. I hold it. Oh, I have pretty shaky hands. I always prop when the painting isn't wet. I put my pinky on it, but if it's wet, it's a little bit tacky. If it's wet, then I hold it with my other hand, or I find a way. Let's give these let's try to do some rings. Let's try to do some rings. I'm gonna start with some very diluted, let's do kind of like this bluish white. Bluish white. I want it to kind of go in the direction of the frog so that it kind of all flows together. Oh, nice. Oh, don't be afraid. I mean, they're only paints. I never really got into oils very much. I mean, I still have tried oils, but I'm just no expert in oils yet. Okay, so going above or below? Let's do above. You are funny. The moment I said I should have waited. And then I know they're not symmetrical, but I can kind of fix them. I mean, you try, you try to straighten them out a little bit. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Happy little trees and clouds. Yeah. It's really neat because a lot of things happened that I wasn't planning for. You know, I only dipped in this kind of like bluish white paint here, and it was really, really watered down. Then when I came in here and the planet is still wet, it picked up those colors and it made those rings automatically. I didn't even have to work for them. I wasn't planning for that. That was a happy accident. There we go. All right, I think I'll leave it like that. Simple is good, right? All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend, and yeah, happy painting. Gotta go put this pine cone in the fridge now. Bye.